for Blood update. Let's go through this real quick, guys. This is a huge update. There's a lot of information here, guys, so I'm just going to skim over it. For those of you who are fans of the game and you don't know how to get to the patch notes, here are the patch notes, okay? I'm just going to skim over the stuff that I care about. You guys can go look in depth on this if you want, okay? Here we go. Here is all the game-changing information that they did to the game. New feature, right from the frickin' rip, full deck draws. Okay, what does a full deck draw mean? What does that mean? Now, on the December update, Tunnels for Terror, they added a difficulty to the game called No Hope. No Hope being more difficult than Nightmare, and they made it to where you could use all 15 of your cards all at once, right from the beginning of the game. People loved it. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but a lot of people loved it. So what they've done is they have now implemented the full deck draw to all 4 difficulties in the game. And this is going to have really, really drastic repercussions for everything in this game. Let me try to explain really quickly. All right. Now, here's what the patch notes say. Play all 15 cards from your deck at the start of a campaign for all difficulties. Developer note, we felt like the 15-card draw in No Hope went over well with the community. Wanted to roll out this option to all difficulties. In the future, we are considering adding multiple deck styles like ordered draw and full random decks. Some difficulties have been rebalanced to work better with this feature. And that's where they get you. Some difficulties have been rebalanced to work better with this feature. This game, which should be getting easier because you get all of your cards at once, is actually going to get harder. So all of you people that wanted your full deck draws to make the game easier, you actually made the game harder. And I'm going to explain what that means, because that's going to be in campaign updates. Weapon drops have been rebalanced to better scale with the full deck draw feature. What does that mean? I think what that means is you're not going to find as many weapons, which means not as many good weapons, which means you're going to have to deal with what you have. Okay, there are other things that have changed because of the new decks. Let me see if I can find them here really quickly. All right, here they are. Rescaled the catch-up bonuses for all difficulties to match No Hope. Now, here are the changes to the different difficulties. On Recruit, they have reduced map transition trauma heal to 15 from 35. They have dropped your trauma heal from map to map from 35 to 15 in Recruit. They have halved it. They have more than halved it. So that means if you have 50 trauma before the update, you would have had 15 after a map transition. Now you're going to have 35. Okay? Yeah. They have also reduced extra ammo capacity to 40% from 60%, which means now you're going to find less copper. And it also spawns a static amount of each copper pile. Okay? Now you're going to get 10 small, 3 medium, and 1 large pile. 14 piles of copper on each map for Recruit. It used to be 18 piles of random sizes. Okay, on Veteran, your reduced outgoing damage is going to go down to 10% from 20%. Imagine that. On Veteran, you are doing half the damage now. You're doing 10% less damage. Okay? They have also reduced the map transition trauma heal to 0 from 15. So now what that means on Veteran, if you have trauma and you go from one map to the next, you're not healing any of that trauma now. None. 0. You start with 50, or you end with 50, you're starting the next map with 50. It used to be they would heal 15, right? Now your extra ammo capacity used to be 20%, now it's 0%. You're going to have the same ammo every map. Doesn't matter. And now it spawns again a static amount of each copper size. Now you're going to get 10 small, 2 medium, instead of 16 of any size. And sleepers now on veteran will call hordes again. They took that out. It used to be only Nightmare and No Hope. Now sleepers call hordes on veteran. Now Nightmare, this is where the changes really suck. Okay? Now your extra trauma damage is increased to 20% from 10%. Not good. Now it spawns a static amount of copper. 10 small piles instead of 14 piles of random sizes. Lots of less copper. Less copper. Lot less. It's also increased all trauma by 10%. Ferocious Common. Their damage has been increased by 12.5%. Monstrous Common damage increased by 25%. Ferocious Special damage increased by 25%. Monstrous Special damage increased by 50%. Yeah. Cool, we have all our cards. Cool, right? Crazy. Now, we're not going to go through all of that. Next thing up here, new feature, player kicking, which is good. It should have been in the game right from the start. Now some ass can't go onto a map and pick up an item that you need to go through the rest of the map and hold you hostage. Now, if some clown does that, you can kick him from the game. The fact that wasn't in the game in October when the game came out, when it was in Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, it's whatever. We're getting new banners, sprays, and emblems. Who cares? 12 new burner cards. We're going to go over that as we play the game today. New warped chest corruption cards. This is insane. What does that mean? When you go into a hide, you get those warped chests, that you open and try to get legendary gear. Now when you open those, it's going to automatically spawn a corruption card, which is going to make the hive harder. We're getting new cleaner skins, legendary accessories. I don't know what those are. We'll find out. Okay, and we're getting a more detailed breakdown of supply points, copper, and skull totems on the post-round screen, which is cool. A toolkit can now be used to unlock a free heal from the first aid cabinet. That's big. That's really good. Okay. Silent snitches accomplished, reduced to 100 snitches, which means I probably have that done now. A lot of this stuff is not really that big a deal. Hang has been, let's see. I think he's been nerfed, or I don't know. I don't remember what the old one was. Holly's abilities have been changed. So her ability has been changed to 1 health restored on each kill instead of 10 stamina. So she used to kill something, she would get 10 stamina. Now she gets 1 health restored. She no longer gains any stamina on kills. That's what's up. They've adjusted your intel per map. So now, basically, because of the new full deck thing, you're going to have more chances of finding cards throughout the map, which will make things easier, which is good because the game is harder now, right? There's a lot of card adjustments here. Most of it is focusing heavily on melee. They are definitely focusing on balance and melee in this game. They are nerfing most melee cards, okay? They've also finally nerfed the Pure Chaos card, which I'm really happy about. And they've made changes to the bots. This is the last thing I wanted to show you guys before we start playing. Because I play a lot of solo on this game, and the bots are absolutely, they're a ball and chain, right? It's like being married. Except for me, I love being married. But here's what this is. The bot loadouts are now adjusted based on what part of the act they are in. Hard to really interpret that, but what I see, what I think of when I see that, is that their guns are going to get better as the act becomes more difficult. That's what I see when I hear that. on what I think when I see that. Additional bot AI improvements have been made, including no longer continuously jumping after mantling. Thank you so much. They have made minor adjustments to bot cards and extended the bot deck to 66 cards from 50. Bots now give all the copper in their inventory to player cleaners at the start of every chapter, including after a team wipe. Huge. If this actually works, this is huge. Huge. That means at the start of every map, they're going to drop their copper on the ground. Huge. Adjusted strafing speed and sprint costs for bots so they can better keep up with other cleaners. They're going to be faster.
666 has purchased 1 packs from the Sabotage collection.
Yo, Kumi, thank you for buying 1 pack of my Stream Loots cards, man, and adding 6 minutes to the clock. Max health percentage for bots has also been increased to 85%. Let's go, dude. I'm really happy about the bot updates in this game. I really am. I can't wait to implement them and see how they work. Really excited about it.